guys and gals, I'm finally back home on a little 2.5 week stint in North Carolina. Doing a small job, had to leave this big boy here. Kind of missed it a lot. Just got back, but I wanted to reveal something that I've been holding for a couple days. I got it 2 days ago. If y'all remember from the video from the camper before, I had that silver Tundra. Well, I went and did something the other day. Decided we had a rain out on Wednesday, and I said, I'm gonna go eat some lunch. Went to get some lunch, and I accidentally bought that. Well, it wasn't an accident, but the good thing is, let's see if I can turn it sideways to get a better view of it. They went trade for trade. So I cannot argue with that. It is a 2016 2500. I had a 1500. It is also a Cummins diesel. So that's two awesome things that are better than what I had in the Tundra, because it'll tow the camper better. It's bigger. It's diesel. It'll last 10 times longer. It's jacked up. I'm 6'5". I can barely get in that thing. Got to get some step rails. And it is Kentucky blue. That's a no-brainer for me. And if anybody knows me, but I was going to do a short little video on it here. And I know I'm bragging a little bit, but I mean, when you're giddy about it, what can you do? Like I said, payments are the same. They went trade for trade. I mean, I couldn't have done any better. But I'll do a little walk through one here. They put some pretty neat LED KC lights, not regular. But you cannot beat the color of this truck. Got some awesome non-factory installed rims. I love them. That sold me too. This little thing right here, if I can get it to do it here, the mirrors jump up when you're towing, when you're not. Back down. Pretty cool. I heard them called 2 or 3 different things. Deer antlers, some other stuff. Also still got a crew cab, which makes a difference in the world. I now have a diesel, first ever diesel, so I got to figure out a lot of stuff I didn't know before. But this is a solid truck. It drives great, sounds fantastic. Just here in a minute I'll crank her up, but they put me a spray-in bed liner, which was already there. Get me a bigger exhaust tip, it'll probably sound even better. But I just drove it 4.5 hours back from New Bern, North Carolina to Ridgeway, South Carolina, and other than it driving a little rough because of the big tires, I mean, that turbo diesel is no joke, and I'll show you why when I go inside. But I'll give her a crank up, and it's not just a typical turbo diesel. You're about to see why. So if the radio's loud, I'm sorry, and if it's trashy, I'm sorry, because I just moved 2 vehicles. But a little sneak peek. That's why. Of course, it's the base tradesman model. That's fine by me. I don't have to have extravagant anyway, but I got the same crew cab. But you're about to see why. And I also learned this little red symbol that it goes right here. And if it comes up, it's a primer. Might already be primed. There it is, that little squiggly line. As soon as that goes on, you're good. Now listen to this sucker. I know the radio's about to be loud. That is why this truck is not a typical turbo diesel. It also only has 37,000 miles. I had about 33, so it's a fair trade pretty much. And they took the fuel filter off when they put it on. It's always going to be on. And it shows the tire lights, but I can't do anything about that either, because with those big huge tires on there, you can't get your normal tire pressure gauge. But there it is. But anyway, when that comes on, I'll show you how sweet it is if it'll come on. But right here, I'll go show you those in just a minute. Those are my KCs, and they are bright. I still haven't figured out what these are yet, but there we go. Of course, you can change the color and stuff, but I'm gonna leave it on blue. But right here is the tuner. It goes right there. Right now it's souped up, but the shot boost is insane. I don't know if you can hear that on here or not, but when I was hitting the gas doing like 70 miles an hour on the interstate, it would boost all the way up to 22, and this sucker was like a rocket when it took off. But I'll let it run for a second. Here's the KCs. It's hard to see it in the daytime, but those suckers are insanely bright, way brighter than the headlights on there. But I think I'm most in love just because it's Kentucky blue. And if people know me, if I pull the hood, that I'm from Kentucky, so that's the $1 million sale was the color. I mean, talk about an immaculate truck. And to beat it all, they went trade for trade. I mean, could I done any better? Listen to this sucker. Sounds fantastic with that tuner on there. Fantastic. But what I'm going to try and I'm going to get some step rails that drop down when you open the doors. That's number one. I'm going to put some of the black tire things on here eventually. That's the two main things I want to do. Oh my God, it's a long way up this thing. But that's my two main objectives is the step. Because watch this. I mean, I'm 6'5", and I have to grab a hold to the handle. Oh my God, it's a long way up. But it's a quick little rundown. I mean, it's your basic truck, which is I'm okay with the basic after I had everything in that Tundra. And I got 21 miles per gallon all the way here, so like 7 or 8 miles per gallon better than what that Tundra was getting. Anyway, that's the short little rundown on it. I kind of liked my last Ram I had, and I think I'm in love with Ram again. Getting this, I just got to get some seat covers, and it won't have no problem pulling that sucker right there no more. Now, I'm not saying the Tundra, I never got a chance to pull with a Tundra, but it probably would have done okay. But listen to it when it shuts off. God, that thing sounds awesome with that turbo on there. But that's it. I just wanted to do a small reveal on it. Can't beat trade for trade. Same cost. I mean, if I would have went in any dealership with it, I mean, I had a nice truck and walked in and they said, hey, you give us this truck, we'll give you this truck. I would have done that a million times and a million times again. But that's it. That's a dream truck. It's a diesel. It's only got 30,000 miles on it. This sucker should last me 10 years. This thing's brand new. It should last me 10 years, so I should be set up for a while. Anyway, thanks for checking out this truck. Have a good night. See you on the flip side.